we have to copy down. So now today we are move on to how to check the given grammar is not LL1. For you have to check given grammar LL1 or not. See what is the grammar? The grammar derives. Yes, derives IETS or ITSES or A and E derives B. So you have to follow the steps. You have to check the given grammar is left recursion or not. Then say no left recursion. Let's move on to step number 2. Check the given grammar is left factoring. Left factoring required. And to remove the left factoring for the given grammar, S derives IETS S dash, the common is S dash and the beta is A. What is S dash? S dash is epsilon and ES. Then E and B you write as it is. For these things you have to find out the step number 3. First and follow. First of S is equal to I comma A. This is problem is very important. The same problem I will do it in the another technique. See now I will show for to check the given grammar is LL1 or not, but using predictive parsing table. The same problem you can also check without using predictive parsing table. Okay, let me tell the first method is with using predictive parsing table. First of S is I comma A. First of S dash is equal to epsilon comma E. Let me go for the last one. First of E is equal to B. The same way we have to find out the follow for the given grammar. Follow for S, because it is a star symbol, I can include the dollar symbol for the S. After that, I have to find out wherever I have a follows of S. The follow of S is S dash. S dash is first of S dash I have to use. First of S dash is epsilon and E. I have to copy down E only, don't copy down epsilon. Because of epsilon, then I have to go to follows of S dash also. Then follows of S dash is also the same. Follow of S is also same. Follow of S dash. Follow of S dash it should be follow of S. Then you can copy dollar and E and follow of E. Follow of E, you can check from this. Follow of E is T. Okay, now I did step number 1, the remove of left recursion. Step number 2, remove of left factoring. Step number 3, computation for the first and how to compute the follow set. From this, we have to go for the step number 4. The step number 4 for construction of predictive parsing table. To construction of the predictive parsing table, we have to put a table. The table have terminals and non-terminals. You can take non-terminals or S, S dash, E. We have a 3 non-terminals, S, S dash and E. Let us include all the terminal symbol. What are all the terminal symbol you got from the first and follow set? You can include all the sets into the given table. For those, you can include A, B, E, I, T, dollar. See, don't confuse with whatever I will getting in the first and follow sets. For all the terminals you can write, or you can check your given production. In the productions is also you can identify what are the terminals and what are the non-terminals. You can also list all the terminals available in the given grammar. See, some terminus is not can also it will not appearing in the first and follow set also. So you can also include those terminal in the tables also. Okay, now the format of table is ready. Now I have to insert the production into the table. You have to look at into the first set. First set of yes. As per the production, the first set of yes is I comma a. See, then I have a two fields. I have to write it. One in the field of I, another in the field of a. The yes have a production. Yes is have a production. Yes derives I E T S S dash R A. See, yes have a two production. One it starts from I. The second one it starts from A. Then you have to see the production. Then you can write it. See, always you have to write S derives A here. It will never come S derives I E T S because the start terminal should be I. And the second one is I. Then you can write S derives small I, capital E, T, S, S dash. See, in this first of S, there is no epsilon production. Then no need to visit for your follow set. If it is the question is if you are asking to write error production, then only can going for follow set of yes. But question is normally asking to construction of predictive parsing table, then no need to go for the follow set. Then go for the follow set of yes. What is follow set of yes? What is the not follow set? First set of yes. First set of S dash. The first set of S dash should be epsilon and E. Okay. Then you have to go for the second first set of S dash. First set of S dash is epsilon and E. Then also you have to copy down what is the S dash production. See, I will write now S dash productions are one is epsilon, the second one is ES. I have to write these production in the place of S dash non-terminal. And where to write? See, in the first of S set I have E. Then you have to look at into the E space. See, this is your E space. I have to write a production for S dash derives ES. I have to write a production S dash derives ES. See, after that, we have one more thing, that is I have epsilon. Whenever you have a epsilon in first of S, we have to visit follow of S dash. Then what is the follow of S dash? Follow of S dash is dollar and E. See, we have a two symbol. One is dollar, the second is E. As your algorithm says, whenever get these two symbols, for those symbols, you have to insert production with epsilon. Then how to insert the production with epsilon? In the dollar space, S dash derives epsilon. And the same way we have E is there. See, E, you already written one production. Then you have inserting another production, S dash derives epsilon. Then you can check it for the non-terminal S dash. For the input terminal E, we have a two production. Then only you can say the given grammar is not an LL1. For any of the non-terminal, we have a terminal E. We have a two production on the same terminal symbol. For the non-terminal, then you can say the given grammar is not an LL1. Then move on to the E terminal. That's an E is a non-terminal. For that E, what is the first of E? I have to copy down the first of E first. First of E. First of E should be only. Then I have to write in the space of what is the production of E. The production of E is E derives B. Then I have to enter E derives B in the space of B. Then look at the B. You can write E derives B. See now there is no epsilon in the E. No need to look at for follow of E. Then you can write. Therefore, the table has multiple entries multiple entries for input symbol E on non-terminal S dash, we can say it is not LL1 gram. See, after this parsing, now I can get it that the grammar is not an LL1. Then we can also check the given input for the parsing. For the parsing can be done by using the construction of predictive parsing. Using the predictive parsing table, I have to do a parsing action. For the parsing action, we have a 4 columns. We can take the 4 column. The first one is matched string. The second one is the stack. Third one is for input. Fourth one is action. You can write, this is the action. This is your input. The input is always end with the dollar. And this is the stack. The stack is top of the symbol. And this is your matched string. When I have to parse, my given input is I, B, T, A, E, A, dollar. I am taking I, B, T, A, E, A is my input. Then top of the stack, it is dollar. Above the top of the stack, I have a star symbol is yes. Okay, now this is the initial condition. At the end, I have to get stack has a dollar and your input is also dollar. Then I can say it is in accepted condition. If it is not follows this condition, you can say it is an error condition. Some symbols can be left out in the stack or some symbols can be left out in the input. For any of the condition is satisfied, then you can say and then it is not accepted by the given grammar. Let me do the parsing action for the given. Let me check for S on I. You have to look at your parsing table. The S on I, yes, I have an entry. You have to copy down those entry into the replacing capital S by this. Then you can write output the production. Yes, there is IETS dash. The next step, S is replacing by IETS dash dollar. The now is IBTAEA dollar. Okay, next thing, what happens? You can check the input is input is I. Then you can write both are match. You can pop I from the stack. I can write in the I symbol. Then you have E, T, S dash dollar. Then now the remaining is B, T, A, E, A dollar. Okay, now we have to check for the table E on B. E on B. You can go to your predictive parsing table. E on B. Yes, I have a production. E derives B. You can write it. Output the production E on B. If it is E on B, you have to replace I, B, T, S dash dollar, B, T, A, E, A dollar. Okay, now we can match. So the matching is BT and BT. Yeah, so you can first you can take only the one pop B, 2 times you can do it, one for the B, one for the T, or you can do both the simultaneously. IB T S dash dollar, T A E A dollar. The next step is match pop T. I can pop IBT S dash dollar. This is AEA S dash. Then you can check on S on A. See the next one we have non-terminal S on the top of the stack. Input symbol is A. Go back to your predictive parsing table. S on A. Yes, I have a production S on A. you can replacing with output the production yes on A, replacing with that, then you have remain matching is this. S is A, S dash, dollar, A, E, A, dollar. Okay, now A is match. You can write match, pop up A from the stack. Because of matching this A, this is IBTA you will get. The remaining is S dash and dollar. Here EA dollar. Now you have to check what is the production of S dash. See S dash on E. S dash and E. See, we have to check S dash and E. I have a production. The two productions are there. You have to decide now which production should we take. See, we have in the stack have dollar and S dash, and here we have E and A. If in case I replace S dash with epsilon and I can't able to continue this EA because the stack is empty, then we have another possible S dash there is ES. You have to choose which one to be taken further to continue my passing. According to that, if you choose the first one S dash ES, I can continue. For that, I can write output the production S dash there is ES. Now what happens? IBTA S dash is ES and dollar and E and dollar. Now E and ES are match. Top E from that, then I can write IBTAE, S and dollar and A and dollar. Then I have a production. Output the production S there is A. Then both A and A is match. A dollar. Okay, now you have to pop IBTEA. At the end is dollar. At the end is dollar. I can say now given grammar is accepting. See, while choosing, you have to properly choose. Then we can say the given grammar is can parse by the given input. The input is given, but if the grammar is not a LL1, and don't we come to conclude that if the grammar is not a LL1, it will not parse. See, it will parse, but the parser we have a confused. I have to take there are two production. Which production I have to choose it? If you choose properly for the production, then at least you can parse your given input. Then also it will not reach your conditions. Then you can say the input is not parsing.